In 5, 4, 3, 2. Ooh, hold on. Webcam utility. In the middle of the countdown, yo.
I did that by accident. Hold on. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Food We Watch podcast. This is episode 8. I am your host, Nextstop Sirchcity, and I'm here with.
And I am your co-host. You already know who it is. It's Neda.
Yes, y'all. Thank you for returning. We are on week 8.
I
In case you
can't
don't know,
believe it. That's
in case
crazy.
I cannot. So that's 2 months.
Yeah, pretty
We've been
much.
doing this for 2 months.
Wow.
If y'all only knew the behind the scenes on what it takes to do this podcast, mainly on my end, you wouldn't do this. But we do it because we love it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's get into it. Like you said, it's episode 8.
And
And
what's the show that we're reviewing?
thank you. It is Next Level Chef. And let me tell you, game changer.
Yes. This week
Literally.
was a hoot. Yeah, things
So let
change.
so let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Um, One, no teams, no more
No
teams.
teams, yo.
Everybody's
You can't
individual.
hide,
You
son.
you can't run. You can't hide.
Now, real
Okay, that's
quick,
all I'm gonna
did,
say.
did because I was watching it and it kind of went by fast. Did he take their immunity pins as well?
I was going to say that next. So Nori and Tucker. I was like, oh shoot. Because they
Dang.
was holding on to it because they never used it.
Mm-hmm.
They had to give up their what is it called?
Immunity.
Thank you. They had to give up their immunity pin. So that
Ah.
means no one is safe. That
Mm.
really sucks because you didn't get a chance to use that jaw.
Basically, just to think about it, they never really had to.
That's true. That's
They
true.
now I think after this episode they was kind of hoping they could have held on to it. It got crazy.
It got real
It
crazy.
got crazy. We'll get into that part, but
So the top level kitchen was closed. So no one was on the top. So
no.
they were either on the middle or they were either on the basement floor.
Yeah.
And how the chefs decided to do it was whoever has been top performing, they were in the middle, and whoever has been underperforming or wasn't consistent, they were in the basement. And I mean, who they selected,
Yeah, I wasn't
well,
shocked.
I knew Shay was going to end up in the basement. I knew
Yeah,
he was going down there.
definitely was not shocked how they got separated.
Yeah.
Um, but real quick, just to so how they separated them, we had Tini, Nuri, Tucker, Marine, Pilar, and Omi in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had Chris, Shay, Vinny, Preston, and Michelle in the bottom.
And the thing about the middle floor, they had Naisha and they had Gordon Ramsay on their level,
Chefs.
2 chefs. So
Bottom only had Blaze.
yeah. Oh. So the dish that they had to create this week's theme was countries.
Yep.
So they had to select a box that stated a country, and then they had to use the ingredients in that box.
Yep.
But the thing was, they didn't know what they was going to be making until they opened up the box at the start of the challenge.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. So instead of you being able to pick an ingredient, you had to pick a box from the platform.
Yep.
It got a little heated, not but
Yeah.
homie, it was like, nah, son. Omi wanted the Spain.
Spain, yes.
Teeny little
And
teeny tiny.
Tini was like,
Nah,
no.
I don't even know how to cook Spain stuff, but I'm gonna take it from you.
And
This is
that's when
mine.
I was like, uh-oh, did Tini play herself?
Hmm.
And you could tell Omi was mad, yo. She was
Especially wish they had.
mad.
Cause she said
She
she's like,
already
I want
knew
to cook
it.
paella, and guess what
Yeah,
they had to cook paella.
paella. Well, because she knows that's a signature dish in
Yeah.
Spain. So
So
she already
yeah.
knew. But that's okay. That's okay. Vinny, he got Sweden,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't dawn on me because I was like, Sweden. But I was like, yo, we just talked about this 2 days ago. Swedish
Swedish
meatballs.
meatballs. Yeah. So when he picked Sweden, well, he had to pick Swedish because Tucker
Yeah,
took
he had.
Italian. He wanted the
Yeah,
Italiano.
he wasn't that I wasn't
Yeah.
shocked. That Italian wasn't going far. I would
Yeah.
have picked Italian.
Yeah. Realistically, Italian is simple. It's
Yeah.
more of the worldly dishes. Italian is like second nature to some. So
Yeah.
I wasn't,
Um
shocked. But did you want me to read off what everybody picked
yeah,
as
sure.
far as the country?
Sure.
Um, so the global signature dish, Tini, as we already discussed, wrestled Spain from Omi. Nuri
Wrestled.
had Thailand.
He wanted
Tucker
that
had,
one too.
yeah, he wanted it. He was
He
happy.
wanted that, yeah.
Tucker had Italian. Pilar
Mhm.
had Jamaican.
Mhm. She
Omi had
seemed excited at first.
first until she started cooking. We get into it until
Yeah,
we start
yeah.
cooking that joke crazy. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
Omi ended up with India. Michelle had Canada. Vinny, as we said, had Sweden. Shay had Austria. He was happy about that. Chris had Greece. Preston had Morocco.
Yeah.
And Marine had Lebanon.
So speaking of Preston, I was worried about him because he looked like a deer in the headlights.
He said Morocco.
I mean,
He's like, I don't even know what you cook in Morocco. That's
yeah.
that inexperience. He's 19. I don't know what they could cook in Morocco. So
I don't know either. You know what that means? We got to travel.
yeah, that
Travel,
means we
travel
gotta
the
go to
world.
Morocco.
Yeah, we got to travel, go around the
Gotta
world
get
and try
there.
out their signature dishes.
Hmm.
Um I was worried about Michelle too in the beginning. Like she I was just I don't know. It just was looking like it just wasn't panning out for her.
Yeah, she kind of knew what she wanted to cook, but it was like, how do you elevate your dish? Because your dish is
Yeah.
kind of simple.
Yeah.
And she always looked lost in the beginning, but she does be trying to turn it around a little bit,
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who scared me was Teeny. Because she was like, after she got the box, she was like,
Oh, I know. That's why I say
I
I
don't
was
know how to
like,
cook any of this.
did she play herself? That's how I was like, yo, Teeny, did you play yourself?
Yeah, we're gonna see. But she definitely was like, I don't know what this the paella.
Yeah, well, first of all, she wasn't even saying it right at
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
And it was so shady
They always do
cameraman
that.
turned their attention to Omi. She was
Mm-hmm.
mad. She was like,
He was
yeah,
big
never
man.
mind. Let me not put words in her or thoughts in her. Let me not do that. Yo, Nori. Yo, okay. Nori's sauce, he knocked down his sauce. And I say this when you're cooking, period. This is just the general rule. You do not have the handle facing you because at any given moment, you or anybody, if you're walking past, if you touch that handle, your pot is
Mm-hmm.
or your pan is going to drop. So if you're cooking, you always want to make sure that the handle is away from you because that's
Here's
what
the
happened to Nori.
here's when I
I
start
was
busting
like,
out laughing.
that's salty.
I wasn't happy that happened, but here's what where I start cracking up. Naisha and Ramsey literally
Gordon.
was standing there and was
I
like, "This
know.
is how you can tell who's professional and who's not by where they have their handles placed." Nori, the professional chef, then has his handle out and walks right into the handle and drops the pot. I was like, I'm like, oh, yo, don't camera crew, yo, that edited is perfect. It was like right there.
It
Oh yeah,
was right there.
this is how you're going to tell who's professional. And then here goes the professional chef. I'm like, no, not Nori, yo. This is it didn't
Yeah.
look good for the top people that's been on the top. They struggled.
Well, Pilar.
Oh,
The
okay.
mid-round mayhem.
Mm,
She was like, what am I going to grab? Like, what do I
mm-hmm.
want to like pair with my dish? She picks literally took her the last minute. She picked honey, but then she realized I could have
Oh,
picked cabbage.
yeah, sitting right
She was like,
here.
I should have picked the cabbage, but
Mm,
no, she picked the honey. That's when I was like, Pilar, I like you. You've been doing great on the show, but it's I already knew like it's
yeah,
downhill for you from here. Like you're
yeah,
going to be in the bottom. Like
yeah. It
I,
just kept
you're
from
not
then on.
bouncing back. It was a
Didn't.
triple. It was a triple effect.
Yeah, she didn't bounce back
No, she
because
yeah
as we saw when she started cooking her fish,
did not go as
it it,
planned.
it stuck to the pan.
Did she
I'm
not put
like,
enough
yo,
like oil? Like what
I,
happened
I think
there?
she left it on there too long without moving it, and the skin was just like, nah, we gonna chill here
Mm.
for a little bit, and
Wait,
barely
hold
made.
on. Wait, hold on. Speaking of Pilar, Nori kind of saved her in the end because
I was
people
about to say that, yeah.
because people were putting their plates on a platform and she was still cooking. And even Tini commented on it. She was like, yo, people's plates are on the platform and Pilar is still cooking. It was like it's gonna be what it's gonna be at this point.
Yeah, I didn't
Get
think she was gonna make it.
I don't yeah, and that thing and I think her dish would have felt if it wasn't for Nori's
Yeah,
long
Nori
behind arms.
pushed it back up a little bit more
Yeah.
on it. So he did save her. He
And
probably was
she
like,
and
I
she
don't.
even yeah,
No,
and
this what he did.
she
He looked at her. Then he's like, I ain't worried about it. Let me just. I like. Did you see her fish? I ain't worried about it. Go ahead. Let's see.
and she did give him a shout out.
Yeah, she did. She did say she said it. So
Yeah.
good look, Nori, for the alley oop.
Oh,
Um,
and another thing, Tucker. I was worried about Tucker a little bit because her veal was raw in the middle.
raw towards the end of the competition. Gordon Ramsay was like, "Yeah, I don't think that's done. You might want to do something
Yeah.
to this because it's not done."
Yeah.
And then Vinny creating his dish. Blaze kept telling him to taste those berries that he had.
Oh
He had
yeah,
these
he
that'll
did.
kind of offset
It was
like
like
the saltiness. I
tart.
forgot what
It was
kind.
tart.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and he did never tasted them. And then Blaze was like, "Did you taste the berries?" He finally tasted the berries at the end and had no time to use.
And it was like,
He was
oh
like,
yeah, yup.
"Yeah, I probably should have. I should have used them Jones." But yeah, so all in all, this episode, that challenge again, you saw the people that you normally now who was quiet, who's always quiet, was Marine. Like she,
I know, I know, I
I didn't,
know,
they didn't show her really much.
I
Oh,
know.
you know when they show her when, well, we'll get
No,
into. Okay, well let's
wait.
talk about it. Towards the end of the challenge, when the losers round, the loser competition,
Mm-hmm.
when Gordon Ramsay was talking and she was just like, I don't know what he's saying. He
Oh yeah,
smells
yeah, yeah,
so good. All
yeah. I
I
put
could do
that
is
in.
smell.
Yeah, smell him. Yes,
I'm sitting here like, oh,
I
what
was
you?
like, I was like, Marine's comment on how good Gordon Ramsay
Yo,
smells was
she's like,
hilarious.
I like just don't know what he's saying right now. I can like just smell him. He smells so good.
That
I
was
was like,
probably the closest
yo,
she's been to him.
yeah, that's the most she said. So she was quiet the whole episode, but
But
I
but
just
wait,
thought that was funny.
but question wasn't she on his team or was she on Blaze?
That's a good question. Maureen was on Blaze team.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
She was never up
So
close and personal. Okay.
yeah. Oh, she got up close and personal. She was
She did.
happy.
She did. She was like, "What? Wait, I'm on a show."
Not where she was. She was just like, oh,
Straight
Gordon
forgot.
Ramsay.
I thought that was funny. That was the highlight for me in the
Yeah.
elimination.
Yeah. That was funny. I loved it. But
Yeah.
yeah, so this round, this competition was a little different. There was like no one winner. The winners that they chose would be the ones that's gonna for the next episode go to
Yeah,
the
that was
top level.
different. Yeah, I had to like change
So
my format around a little
yeah, I
bit.
did too. I'm sitting here like, oh wait, is more than one? I had to go
Yeah.
back because I started. I heard one name and I was like, okay, they done. Let me just wait till they
Yeah.
get. Oh wait,
Right.
is more? Is more?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
real.
Well,
Well,
go ahead.
before we get into the
Oh yeah,
winners,
yeah, yeah. The
let's
cooking,
let's let's
the
get
plates.
into what everyone cooked. So Tini, as we already discussed, she cooked the paella.
Paella.
Marine was supposed to do a lamb kebab, but she changed it into like a almost like a pot pie.
She made it her
Um,
own.
her own. Chris did a lamb souvlaki. Souvlaki. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
I couldn't
Uh,
even tell you. Let us know in the
Tucker.
comments if you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, let us know. Tucker did a veal parmesan. Michelle did poutine, which turned out crazy. We're gonna talk about that. Vinny did a Swedish meatball or some kind of Swedish meatball with gravy and
I
mash.
think it was supposed to be Swedish
It was
meatball.
supposed to be. I don't know what
That's
it turned out to be.
that's what we're going to name it. Supposed to be.
Supposed to be Swedish meatballs. Preston did a tagine, and that's what I meant to we need to go into. Preston struggled hard with that tagine. There was like a specific kind of like pot thing that you had to cook it
Remember,
in,
yeah, he put it. He
and he
didn't
was trying to
realize
stuff
he
it
did.
in the top.
Yeah, yeah,
He was
yeah.
like, the food isn't going in. And then he was like, oh, this is just the top.
I
So he
told you I
struggled
was.
on it.
I told you I was worried about him.
Mm-hmm. Nori struggled to do a pad thai. Omi did
They
a
wait, just real
chicken.
quick. I'm sorry, real quick with Nori. She warned him about them chilies.
He grabbed these chilies, right? These chilies are extremely hot. She told him, don't use too much because these are hot. And let's just say that them judges couldn't even taste his dish. It was too much. Gotta learn less is more.
Taste your food though. Like, why are these people not tasting their food? That's what I don't understand. Like, that's something that I really noticed this week. No
Mhm.
one was sampling their food.
I think people struggled so much and they were running out of time. So, like, they were getting so close to the wire, they ain't even think about. He might have known. To be honest, at this rate, it's like, what do you do? He may have, but at the end of the day, you got to put a dish up. But
No, he did it because his mouth would have
yeah,
been on fire if he did
yeah.
it.
But they tell you it's better to add less at the beginning because you can always add more, but you cannot
Right,
take away. So he should
right,
have tried little at a time, and then if it was
right,
not enough, he could have increased it, but he didn't.
right.
Um, Omi had a chicken tikka. I don't really know what that is. Pilar had some kind of red snapper.
We don't
That was
know. Oh, that was
and
ooh.
Shay did a pork schnitzel. He was so excited about doing
Oh
this
yeah, he
schnitzel.
was another one who was really excited about
Mhm.
his pick.
Yeah, them cameras don't lie.
What wait, what country did he have again?
Austria.
Austria. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know what they're known for, other than
I guess
Arnold
I guess a
Schwarzenegger.
I guess
I guess
a schnitzel.
snit,
Snit.
snitch, snitch. Now you got me saying it wrong.
I'm sorry, yeah, I was
No,
like, I think I
snit,
jacked it up.
schnitzel. There you
Okay.
go,
But
schnitzel.
what you said.
And then, so yeah, we have our winners and losers. Nita,
Okay.
who were our winners this week?
No, we gotta do favorite dish.
We do. You know what? You
Yes.
are absolutely right. Look, it's been a long day. It's been a long day, but you are correct. Let's go to our best dishes.
Yes.
I have four people.
I have three.
This is my favorite part of the show. Let's see where we lined up. You tell me who you had.
Okay. I have Michelle.
Hmm
I have Omi.
I have Omi.
And I have Marine.
Dang, I think that's where we differ.
Okay.
I had Michelle.
Uh-huh.
I have Omi,
Omi. Uh-huh.
and I have Tucker.
Huh. Okay.
She struggled, but she ended up bringing out a pretty good veal parmesan dish that they love.
Yeah. It just wasn't
Um,
one of my favorites. But yeah, not saying that
yeah.
her dish was bad.
My thing with Marine was it was just it wasn't really it just I don't know. It looked good, I guess, but she like I said, she was not really relevant this episode. They said it was okay, it was good, and they kind of moved on from her.
Well, and that's also editing too.
That is true.
It's still a lot of people on there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
you're
well,
right.
let's well, let's get into worst dish now. How many people
Uh,
do you have? Because I have four.
I have four. So let me go and let me see if we line up. I'm pretty sure we got the same four. Uh, I have Pilar.
Yeah, she was my number one.
I have Nuri.
He's my number two.
I have Vinny,
He's my number three.
and I have Preston.
My number four. In that
Oh,
order.
you got it. Yo, it was like
and,
it was
and what I put next to Nori was too hot.
too hot.
They had
Yup,
to drink water. Like you said, they could barely even taste the dish. It was like,
exactly.
what are you trying to do? Like stroke out
Hmm
your chefs? Golly.
Made the
Once they
mistake.
let me tell you something. We both do not like spicy hot
Yeah,
food. I wouldn't have ate it.
nah, I would have kicked him
If
out.
if I would have saw like the other chefs drinking water, I said, no, I'd have been like, I'm good.
Nah.
I'm good.
Wow, we got in the same order. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just struggled. Vinny's sweetest meatballs just came up short. I hate his plating. It seems he's starting to be a Preston where he does the same thing where it's just like mashed potatoes spread out and then he puts the stuff on top.
Mm,
And it was underwhelming, very underwhelming.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, Best plate, I have three.
I have two.
I have Teeny.
Oh, I did not put Tini.
I, she didn't have the best. Well, she did. Well, she had a good dish, but she had some great plating. I have
Hmm.
Michelle
I have Michelle.
and I have Tucker.
I even though his dish was very hot, I put Nori. I like the way he plated it. It looked pretty. I
It
just
did
wouldn't
look
have ate
pretty,
it. Yeah,
right?
I
It
just wouldn't
did.
have ate it.
Wouldn't have ate it, but I definitely would have looked at it.
Yeah, I
Like,
looked at it. Right. I would have took a picture
yeah.
and been like, ooh, nice picture, but I wouldn't have ate it.
hmm
Okay, worst plate. I only have one, and I think it's obvious.
I have two.
Well, I know you have this person for obvious reasons.
We gotta have the same one person. I know we have.
Yes, we have the same
Who
one
do
person.
you have?
Pilar.
I had number one.
Yeah.
I don't shredded fish all over the plate, and it was not cooked all the way. It looked nah. She was better off just letting her dish fall on the floor. It was that's what it looked like. It looked like her dish fell on the floor. The fish was falling apart. It wasn't all the way cooked. It was just
And
I was
but
just
the
like,
crazy
dang,
thing is, what the crazy thing is, you can't even blame it on the placement on the platform. You can't even blame it on that. Like
you
that's
can't.
how it looked before it
Mm-hmm,
got on the platform.
mm-hmm. And she took forever to put it on the platform. So that was just what can you what can you do? But
I don't
my
know.
second person was Vinny. looked terrible. Probably
Mm,
they said it tasted terrible. His plating was horrible.
that's so
I,
disappointing, man.
we're
Swedish
getting to the point.
meatballs.
We're in a competition where you got to step up, and the fact that his dish looked like last week's dish is just like, yo, you do now. You turn it into a Preston to me, where you keep doing the same plating. You got to change.
But here's the thing though. This is why they did individuals because
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
hide anymore. Like your team, you can't rely on other members to save you.
right. Yeah, it's this
So this
show.
this is why, yeah, it really showed. And I don't know if that pressure got to people,
I
but
think it's the fact that yeah, it's like no teams, and now I can't even pick my own ingredients. I think it was a lot.
yeah, it was a lot.
You show
Ooh,
people's versatility. Who's
I don't
versatile?
I don't know what's gonna happen next week, but they always
Mhm,
anyway.
mhm.
All right, so instead of the overall winner, because it wasn't a overall winner, but it was top dishes. So these three people are going to go on the top floor, and the next, not the next. What am I saying? I don't know. And the people who made it to the top floor is Omi, Michelle, and Tucker. Do you search agree with the selections?
Yeah, Tucker. I mean, I was Michelle Poutine.
They said it was really good
It
though.
was that good because to me, poutine is like a regular dish. The way that they were bragging about it, she must have really elevated. I was shocked because I didn't think she would be able to turn poutine into something that would be like high quality, but she did.
She did it. I can say I ain't mad. I mean, all of them made really great dishes. Heading into the elimination round, real quick before we get into it, I'm gonna just say this: Nori, you're fortunate
Very.
because you was a person away from being in the elimination yourself, but it was just that three other people did worse than you.
Yeah. If
So
Pilar would have cooked good fish, you would not. You would be down there.
yeah. So the people in the elimination, the three people were Pilar, Vinny, and Preston, which yes, I mean, but that was crazy though. They did three people.
That's what I'm saying. They done changed it up.
Three people in the elimination. Wow.
We getting close to the wire, and they got to start eliminating
Yeah.
people. I'm waiting for a double elimination. That's when it's going to
I
be crazy.
know, right? I
I think
know.
that's why they introduced the three people because now they can do a double.
Like
Mhm,
nobody's safe. Nobody's
it's a wrap.
so the food that they had to cook was
They had to cook duck à l'orange.
thank you, because I was about to say duck a la orange.
They had to cook orange duck, y'all.
but they had to modernize it.
Yeah,
I don't know how this looks, not modernized. Um, but okay. A lot was going on. At first, I was worried about Pilar in the
mhm,
elimination. And then I was like, no, Vinny, you sliced your duck too fast.
mhm.
I did love Pilar's plating.
Yo, they even said it. She took it
I
to the next
l-
level.
loved it.
Mhm.
Sadly, I mean, Preston looked good too. They said he cooked his duck perfectly. However, I think he used way too much sauce because, and you saw it on the
Yeah,
judges' faces. It was like, and it was so funny because who was it? Was it Omi or Tucker? Like they said the
it
same
was like, oh,
thing.
look at their face. They just can't
Yeah.
face. Mhm,
Yeah. So I think he just added too much sauce to his dish and
mhm.
they really couldn't taste the duck.
The duck. That's what they said.
And
You get a
yeah,
cut of duck like that, you want to highlight the duck. You don't want to over dress it with with salt.
yeah, yeah. And that's what unfortunately sent him home.
Yeah, this
Preston, you had
episode
a good
was
run.
yes, Preston. For a 19-year-old, 18, 19-year-old kid getting into a competition like this, You should be proud of yourself. You were able
Yes.
to cook with some of the best chefs around the world, and you got to learn from some three of the top chefs in the world. So you should be proud. You made it to week 8 at 19. That means you have a lot to give and a lot more to show us in the future. Hopefully, we can
Yep.
get you a pod.
Yes. Agree.
All right, guys. Well, we know what time it is. It's almost time to go. Before we do, Neda, after this episode, are you predictions like are you still do you see those top chef that we kept bringing up before? Do you see a change? Do you think there's
I
someone that's
just
sticking out?
I just think Pilar had a bad day, but I think she's gonna bring it. I still think Shay's gonna go.
Yeah,
I still just don't see he's not really like doing anything special.
yeah.
You know what I
He,
mean?
he skated this one. I'm not gonna lie. It was really
Yeah.
nothing. Um, I'm not gonna lie. Pilar is scaring me. Like you said, she had a tough week, but I don't know.
No,
Hopefully, this doesn't
I
get
think
to her
no,
head.
no. I think she's gonna bring it. I think she is going. I think this is just going to give her the ammunition. I'm sorry, like look at what she did with that duck. She got it.
Yeah,
She got it.
but can sustain? My thing is these competitions are going to get crazier, and it seems like she's
Well,
like it could go either way with her during the competition. I mean, both everybody that were on the top was
we're going
struggling.
to see. But I'm gonna say this: y'all better watch out for Teeny. What I've been
Tini
saying.
and Omi to me is just like
Omi
y'all
is rising.
y'all better
Omi is rising.
y'all better stop playing games. Omi is
Yeah.
coming for all
She
y'all
she's
next.
yeah, she's rising. She's definitely
Yeah.
rising.
So we'll see. But I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to another great episode. Be sure to tune in on Tuesdays, still at 12 p.m. If you want a reminder, all you have to do is go to the Normals Be Chefing page on YouTube, click that notification button, and you'll be notified when the episode drops. All
And if
right.
you haven't already done so, please subscribe, like, share, and comment.
All right, guys. Now, before we get out of here, I just want to shout out a good homie of mine, Sky Rose from Nefertiti Glam Boutique Customs LLC. She does custom work. She can make you a custom chessboard. I seen one where she put money in it. She can do custom shoes, clothes. She does a lot of custom things. You guys can go find her on pretty much all platforms. Nefertiti Glam Boutique Customs LLC. I will put that in the description of this video. Please go feel free to check her out. She does great work, paintings, so dope. I just wanted to give her that shout out. All right. And before we get out of here, Neda, where can they find you at?
You already know, you see it below. You can find me on IG and Facebook at Nita.foodphoto and search. Where can they find you?
Well, I'm always here and I'm always there. But if you want to find me direct, you can hit me up on all platforms at Sirchcity. And if you can't find me there, I'll always be here on the Normals Be Chefing Network at Normals Be Chefing on our all platforms. Now, before we go, we always got to let you know that good things come and good things go.
And don't he know it?
And don't I know it? It's been one of them days. But before we get out of here, always remember life is like a box of chocolate. That shit really be melting.
Happy Monday. I mean, cut, cut that out.
Blooper. Happy Tuesday, guys.
Happy Tuesday.
All right.